We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get them?
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
The numbers for Walker last week.
12 carries, 73 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
In motion right is Addison. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Back to throw. Light steps away. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Derek Hall make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, spaces at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 500, 7-7 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and the losing streak, and right now, They're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on first down. This is the tight end fan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Walker with another carry.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll try the left side with Carter.
And this might net him a yard, if that, as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, the 25. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Light. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Smith and Jigbo holding it in on the out route.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Calling that a very strong gain of 24.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a...
And he's across the chalk in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Light, and it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, right back to Carter.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Light.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Light. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Light. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Rodgers and his throw finds Smith-Njigba.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back to Walker on first down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
He completes this to Walker.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I
think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we reach halftime, and well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now that's a run that warms the play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, you come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
The other would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Here's Walker.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Walker once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Charbonnet will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, right back to Hunt. There he goes, right side.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Derek Hall
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. To throw on third down. Light. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker, and the Seattle offense
is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Walker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25. One quarter remains here in Week 16.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jimbo.
28 yards.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means
and he's going to go down again.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On third down, here's Hunt. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd and 2, Light. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw again.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
33 yards.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up,
You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Light. And the pressure gets to him again.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd and a couple. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They run again with Walker. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Up the middle, here's Walker. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hand off here to Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A give for Walker running right.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On 2nd and 10, here's Huntley. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Now Huntley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Julian Love picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.